Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time it is, wherever in the world it is that you are. Welcome once more to another live stream of Alexandra Mayer's Live. And today we are entering the book of Exodus within our page by page reading of the Bible, Modern English Version. Now, as promised, either Wednesday or Thursday, I will do the audio book listening party when it comes to the Book of Enoch. I plan to do that in a video format so that all of you can see me. And I'm sorry that today we're doing today's Bible reading and commentary a little bit later than normal, but my work schedule has changed. As many of you know, I'm in the process of saving up some money to hire an excellent attorney to go after some people who have attempted to just demolish my reputation over the years. I mean, it's so bad. There's even a woman as of recently who lied to law enforcement in regards to me, so I need to file a case against her as well. But I'm working a lot in order to get this money together in order to hire this particular attorney. So keep that in mind, everyone, when I'm not here as early as I would like to be. And also, if you would like to contribute to my legal fund, all you have to do is send a Cash App to Alexandra Mayers through the Cash App platform. So let's go ahead and get started. This is Exodus chapter 1, Israel oppressed. And within the book of Exodus, there appear to be about 40 chapters. So today we're just going to do one chapter, but in the future, we will probably do 2 to 3 chapters a day. Israel oppressed. Now, these are the names of the sons of Israel which came into Egypt. Each man and his household came with Jacob: Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah; Issachar, Zebulun, and Benjamin; Dan, Naphtali, Gad, and Asher. All right, so these are the sons of Israel, aka Jacob, who recently passed away. All the people who came from the seed of Jacob were 70 people, but Joseph was in Egypt already, and Joseph was his favorite son, who he had with his wife Rachel, his second wife, because he married her older sister first. That was a package deal kind of situation. You can learn about that back in the book of Genesis. But he loved Rachel the most, and Joseph was his first son with Rachel. Joseph died, as did his brothers and all that generation. Nevertheless, the sons of Israel were fruitful and increased abundantly and multiplied and became exceedingly mighty, so that the land was filled with them. Now there rose up a new king over Egypt, who did not know Joseph. He said to his people, "Surely the people of the sons of Israel are more numerous and powerful than we. Come, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and it come to pass that when any war breaks out, they also join our enemies and fight against us and escape from the land." Therefore, they set taskmasters over them to afflict them with their labor. They built for Pharaoh's storage cities, Pithom and Ramses. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew, so that as a result, they abhorred the sons of Israel. The Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor, and they made their lives bitter with hard service, in mortar and in brick, and in all manner of service in the field. All their service in which they made them serve was with rigor. The king of Egypt spoke to the Hebrew midwives, of which the name of one was Shiphrah, and the name of the other Puah. And he said, "When you perform the office of a midwife to the Hebrew women, and see them on the stools, if it is a son, then you must kill him. But if it is a daughter, then she may live. However, the midwives feared God and did not do as the king of Egypt commanded them, but kept the male children alive. The king of Egypt called for the midwives and said to them, "Why have you done this thing and preserved the male children's lives?" The midwives said to Pharaoh, "Because the Hebrew women are not like the Egyptian women, for they are vigorous and give birth before the midwives come to them." Wow, so he wanted to kill all the males um, within the slave sect of the society, which were the Hebrews. But the midwives, that they just were not going to participate with that. So they were revolting. And that was their excuse, that they couldn't get to the sons in time. Therefore, God dealt with the midwives, and the people multiplied and grew very mighty. So it happened that because the midwives feared God, he gave them families. Pharaoh charged all his people, saying, "You must cast every son that is born into the river, and you must preserve every daughter's life." So the Pharaoh is pretty determined to get rid of the males within the Hebrew population, but he's having a hard time doing so. So that's pretty much all that Exodus chapter 1 is. Tomorrow, we will go into Exodus chapter 2, which will cover the birth of Moses. And Moses is one of the most famous characters, or at least well known today characters in the Bible, because he was the one who parted the Red Sea later in his life. There have been multiple movies and whatnot made about that. So that we will talk about tomorrow. I hope all of you have a wonderful day today. And please keep in mind that when you start the process of reading the Bible, sharing the Bible, taking in the words of the Bible, and truly understanding what's what, a lot of evil will come against you. Okay? Because I have a fairly public life, people are able to actually observe a bit of what I've contended with since I've started this biblical reading. Um, I was very surprised that someone that I really hadn't had much of an issue with, actually no issue with, had the nerve to attempt to link me to dark magic as of, I guess, yesterday or maybe today. And I think it's in retaliation to me reading the Bible, truthfully. So, this particular person I will not ever speak to or acknowledge again, because I found what they did to be incredibly disrespectful, hurtful, and thoughtless, really. But that's something that happens when you start really delving into Christianity and living your life according to Christianity. The worst of the worst, the most demonic of forces, do try to harm you. And the best thing you can do is block these forces out of your life, call them out on their lies, but most importantly, kick them the hell out of your life. Don't acknowledge them, pretend like they don't even exist. Pity those who do not believe in Jesus Christ and God, because when they pass, it's the worst of the worst for them. It truly is. So, just something to keep in mind. So, take care, everyone. Once more, I'm Alexandra Melody Mayers, and we will continue into the book of Exodus over the next couple of weeks, I suppose. I'm really glad we're getting into this before the month of April. I'm really glad we're ahead of schedule. So take care, everyone. And hey, PWT, good to see you. Thanks for concurring with me. Talk to you all later. Bye bye.